parcel of it, and we get to see what the people of Ruiru are going to achieve of it. Most importantly, it's about Kiambu, and we understand when we speak Ruiru, we speak Kiambu. When we speak Kiambu, we speak of very many areas that sit in that very county, and very many people that are going to, get benefits out of the run and the walk. And so this morning we shift gears from the likes of Broadways. I know you are all looking at this and you're wondering who is representing Broadways. Please don't be surprised. Yesterday we had a representative from Broadways who will also be part and parcel of the sponsors of the run, and we were supposed to have bread yesterday, but it got here a little bit late, and so the reason why we have bread this morning. So Susan and Violet and as well as Mary are my producers, so I'm sure they won't be mean. They will be, good enough to make sure that the gentlemen also get to enjoy bread and coffee, courtesy of Money Cafe, before they get to step out of this. And so, in studio, yes, like I said, we have 3 gentlemen that are coming in to represent their respective institutions or their respective companies as they also support the run. We have Mr. Timothy Mwita, who is seated right next to me. Timothy Mwita is the operations manager of Moran East Africa Publishers Limited. Thank you so much. We have been reading you for the longest of time, or the books that are published by you, and we appreciate this noble aspect of also making sure that we grow education-wise in the country, and of course also a sponsor to the Ruiru Dam and Run. Ruiru Dam Run and Walk. Yes, right next to him is none other than Joseph Nderito, who's the head of business development at K-Unity Sacco. I would have expected to see money here.
There's a lot of money.
There's a lot of money somewhere in circulation in the air, so we should not be worried. Yeah,
don't be worried.
Yes, we'll get to understand what. So how we are sorted. As he says, we are sorted, and we want to trust him for that. Also joins us in this very important conversation. And lastly, we have Boniface Kagumba. Boniface Kagumba is a dietitian and business development executive at Equity Afia. We'll definitely get to know what Equity Afia has in store for the people of Kenya. And when I have these 3 gentlemen, it's largely about what it is that they present to the masses in terms of, creating or perhaps solving problems that exist in a society, or bridging the gap that of course their companies are coming in to solve or are coming in to address these very problems. We always say when it's about business, the most important thing is that for you to identify a gap in society and find a way of how you're going to fill in that, and find a way of how you're going to bridge that gap. And so these gentlemen are gentlemen that come with good news as pertaining to what it is that they represent. And so I'll allow them to officially introduce themselves as they tell us, what they bring on the table for the Ruiru Dam Run. But most importantly for the conversation this morning, we start with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Again, Timothy Mwita is my name, representing Moran Publishers.
Yes.
At Moran Publishers, what I do is basically the work of print buying, that is organizing and planning on the issues that pertain the production of the books that you are currently seeing here. And what as Moran Publishers do is the issue of publishing. Yeah. That's the work that we mainly do. What we look for authors who also provide manuscripts that we work on and are presented to the market as something that can grow our learning, our reading, our comprehension, even our capabilities in terms of leadership. We have several books. Actually, we usually say we have a backlist of about 1,000 books on different genres. Yeah. And mostly, I'm sure most people have generally interacted with our books in classrooms, where we have books on several learning areas or subjects for that matter, and broadly discuss course content that can be used to probably help the students understand what the teacher or what they are supposed to be learning in classrooms. Nonetheless, we also do much more. We have issues where we supplement that with books that are for general readership.
Okay.
They also have something that we call storybooks and readers that enhance the comprehension capabilities of our students. And not necessarily students who are in class. We also produce books that can be used by the general public, so that we do not seem to only limit ourselves to classroom. Yeah, and essentially even our readers also cover certain pertinent and contemporary issues that are crucial to our growing in terms of thinking, in terms of understanding even our environment and how we are supposed to work. Now, to get on the issue of the Ruiru Dam walk and run, we have liked what Mheshimiwa has done, Honorable Gathoni Mushomba, and probably even before I get there, I would want to mention that I come from Githunguri. So it's a situation where I can say charity begins
at home.
At home, yeah. And I've seen that Ruiru Dam. Probably I didn't swim because, of course, my phobia does not cross the extent of a bucket. Nonetheless, what she's doing is a very proper initiative where we, as Moran Publishers, would want to support, because, again, this is something that is supposed to sustain us for the future. Moran Publishers worked for ways to make sure we sustain even that young generation in terms of their growth. In general, we work with Mheshimiwa and her team in probably marketing the materials that most of the readers or most of the students have not interacted with. And those were the storybooks and other general readers that are available. We hope that this event will also give us a place where we can show the variety of titles that we have as Moran Publishers, because, as I mentioned, there are many. I carried a sample of what we have. However, this is just a small sample. What we have is huge material.
That's true.
That is crucial.
And we'll be looking at some of the samples. I am a reader, and so anytime I see books and the way they look beautiful, it takes me back to my primary and secondary days, and still today, where I am always reading. It's a beautiful thing to see that every time we advance in terms of gaining knowledge. And so we come to you, Joseph, and let's talk money for a second.
Talk money, yes. Thank you for this opportunity. K-Unity is a deposit-taking Sacco. Maybe I should have introduced myself. I'm Joseph Ndirito. I'm head of business development and marketing. So I'm here representing K-Unity, which is a deposit-taking Sacco, a fast-hire Sacco. We have 16 branches spread across 5 counties. That is Kiambu, Nairobi, Narok, Nyandarua, and Nakuru. We have a membership of over 100,000 members and an asset base of over 5.6 billion. Why are we here? We are here partnering with this wonderful initiative as a preferred financial partner. We come in as a financial partner to provide customer or custom-made products that are accessible, affordable, and innovative for all the members, whether in Githunguri or in any other part of the country. And we have very good products that we want to actually ensure that our people or our customers, both existing and potential clients, are able to access in a very easy way so that we can see them economically become empowered. We see them see their raising standards go up and see them more empowered in all areas of work. And that is one of the things we know, that through this initiative, we'll be able to empower those members financially. I'll be discussing more about our products as we speak on. Thank you. All
right, okay. And lastly, to you, as we get to understand what Equity Afia is all about.
Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. My name is Boniface Kagumba. I work with Equity Afia Medical Center. So I'm here representing Equity Afia Githunguri, and we have also the allies in Kiambu. So in total, we have over 70 branches in the country for Equity Afia. So we are coming in as an initiative to support the run and walk. So in the walk, we'll be able to have a stand whereby the community will be able to benefit from the medical camps that we'll have on that particular day. So we'll have doctors seated there to do examinations. We'll do blood sugar, blood pressure, BMI. Yes, and many other services that we're going to provide on that day. So Equity Afia in general is a model that has been brought to have quality, affordable, standardized healthcare. So, and it is a mission that that the Equity Group Foundation wants to have close to 300 branches in the country and beyond. So not just in the Kenya, the mission for Equity Afia is broad. So And we say it's more of a one-stop shop for healthcare. So whereby when you pop into any Equity Afia, you are able to get specialist services, you're able to get general consultation, you are able to get any pharmaceutical services, you're able to get laboratory services. Yeah, so any kind of services that you can make in medical care, so we have it in Equity Afia.
It is one thing to get all this, it's another to get it, you know, easy and affordably. Just how friendly are you in terms of that? Because healthcare is crucial today. Every government that comes in across the global fraternity will speak to the matter of healthcare and just how, you know, they can get to achieve affordable healthcare services for, you know, its people. So in aligning to what it is that the government is doing, how do you guarantee the people of Kenya that, you know, when they go the Equity Afia way, then beyond getting quality, beyond getting all the services they would require, you know, it's at an affordable rate, or it's at a favorable rate and there's value for money?
Yeah, thank you very much. So, so I would say it's a very affordable. So in general, we'll say if you walk into any Equity Afia, so for general consultation, you just pay 500 to see a doctor. For a specialist, it's 1,500 shillings for cash payers. Yes, and then we have been able to negotiate with all the insurance, most of the insurances across the country. So we're able to give friendly prices even to the insurances. So most insurances are on board in Equity Afia. So you're able to walk in with NHIF, with any other insurance, and you're sorted. So it's actually very affordable. So for under 5s, it's also been looked into. So if any under 5 was coming into Equity Afia with Dongori, you only pay 300 shillings to get treated. Yeah, so I'll say that is affordable.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and you know, Teams is pretty much easy because we can see that there are books on board, and sometimes it's as straight as going to the tent, and there are numerous types of books there that would speak to different, you know, audiences, that would speak to different genres, or generally, I mean, different persons. So it depends on what it is that you pick. And so as we take a look at some of Chiku, this is Chiku, Chiku and the Factory. Actually. And then we have It Makes a Splash. I think this largely speaks to the parents, and how it's important to also make sure that, you know, your kids, and we'll be having kids, you know, joining the run as well, So I'm sure parents should come with good money or enough money, so they are able to get some of this, which are very, very instrumental. And you've seen how, you know, Tim has managed to just articulate and express himself so well as to what it is that Moran Publishers then, you know, brings on the table. It should tell you that this is a person that reads widely, and not to say the other gentlemen haven't done that. And so let's come back to you before we take a look at, you know, the Moran Publishers some more. Just how innovative is, you know, K Unity coming on board, you know, to develop products and services that largely represent, you know, the members' needs, or the needs that would, you know, entice the people to join in.
Okay. One of our fundamental principles is that we base all our products based on what the customer wants. So we first listen to their needs, then tailor-make those needs into specific products that are tailored to meet those specific issues that they are facing. And our products are spread all over in terms of target groups. For example, we have salaried people, and we have talked to them through pilot groups, then created or modified products that are meeting their specific needs. For example, we have one for TSC, for teachers, for example, which is an unsecured loan of up to 3 million, targeting teachers or TSC teachers who can now actually just bank with us and be able to access that kind of money up to 84 months. We also have specific products for business people, that's SMEs. We target them in various groups. We have SMEs, smaller groups that may not have basic collateral for them to borrow. So we go to them, speak to them, and we're able to access and see these are specific need that can be met in a specific way. So we create an unsecured loan of up to 500,000 for people who are in SMEs, and they're able to buy their stock in a very general way, in a very simplified way, without being asked for collateral. We also have a specific loan for asset finance, like people who want to buy vehicles, where we actually become an enabler, both commercial and private, to assist our members or potential clients also access, if they want to buy a commercial vehicle for business, they're able to access up to 80% of what they desire to buy, and we're able to fund that. And we have a loan that we call a Jijenge loan. Now this is specifically, it's more of a Sacco product. And through this, by listening to our customers, we've been able to be innovative enough to give them up to 5 times their savings of what they put in terms of their savings. And as they put this money is also growing in terms of interest for them. So they're getting 2 benefits. 1, for loaning, and number 2, as they save, they also get returns of up to 9% annually. Now, this helps our members grow, and we're able to see their transformation in terms of their lives in different aspects. And this we have seen empower. We have seen a lot of economically grown Kenyans come back to us and give us very good testimonials of how they have grown, because we also focus a lot on people and to see that they are growing. And that's why we talked of giving them accessible, innovative and affordable products that are customer driven. And that makes some of our products very accessible to them. And having embraced technology, that enables them also to access their finances in a very good way. For example, we have a Unicash app, like a mobile banking app, which enables our members not only to come to the banking hall, but they can access their money using their phones. So this helps them do their business in a very simplified way. We have a pay bill number that helps them also to deposit money for free. And agents that are spread all over the 5 counties we've spoken, over 200 K-Unity agents, are also enabling them to access and to also deposit their money in a very accessible way.
All right, that's amazing. And of course, we get to understand that deeper. You know, most of the times when we're talking about Saccos and health entities, we're always keen to know how many years they've been in existence. I don't know whether the more years you have been in the market determines just how competent then you are and how much people can trust you.
True.
But then again, it does not mean that if you're starting, then you should be written off. So how long since inception?
K-Unity has been in existence for over 48 years.
Good. So that tells you that you can be
We're actually
confident.
looking forward to celebrate our 50th anniversary.
Oh, that's nice. Congratulations.
And that we can assure our members that we are regulated by SASRA, we are financially sound, and we are ready to give them all that they need in terms of financial services.
That's good.
Thank you.
How long since inception for Afia? Equity Afia?
Yes, it is 6 or 7 years now.
Good. All right, that's fair enough. Moran, we know. Moran, somehow, because we've been reading your books, like I keep saying, this is The Alchemist. Yeah?
Yes,
I'm surprised because I was trying to say, now, are we starting to sell books that are, written in Greek, only to realize that Mualchemia actually means the alchemist, in Swahili. It will be interesting to read this one. My digital person must, would relate to this, because I realized, I think the first time I saw The Alchemist was with her, and I got tempted to read it. Quite a nice piece. And so, what do they expect when they get to your tent? Will they be buying books that very day? Will they be getting books for free that very day? You do not know. I'm just asking.
Fantastic. Now, first and foremost, the books will be available. They'll be, of course, at discounted price. Okay.
Discounted price.
It's good to mention, Moran Publishers has over 40 years of experience in terms of publishing. So we have been here, we know what we are doing, and as K-Unity indicated, we also do research. We do not just put products in the market without first and foremost knowing what our market is looking for, both students and even general readership. For example, and I'll use this as an example, because of what we are going through and what is going to happen at the Run and Walk, we have books that cater for the environment.
All right.
This story, when we publish books, the books cater for particular element. For example, here we are talking about the environment. And here, Eto Makes a Splash provides for a story that people can relate with. So that they can understand the reasons for conserving water, why we need that Ruiru Dam to be happening even at this particular time. And then they understand now from younger
level,
yes, the younger levels now can understand why there is need for this protection. They also provide for learning other elements like values, honesty, integrity, and why this should be something that is catered for, starting from a young age. This comes now in as a way of helping our learners understand the environment and how to take care of it. That your baby, for example, is how to keep
yourself clean,
grooming. Yes,
proper grooming.
You know, so those are what genres you find in our productions that improve the capability of our students. You talk about, for example, what we call Moran readers. The Wise King is a story of the Kevin de Bruce, the King of Scotland, how he struggled to win the English for about 6 times, almost giving up. Then he saw a web being made by a spider several times, like 6 times, failing, but the spider tried again on the 7th time. Kevin de Bruce also got the chance to try and attack the English. You know, activities that tell you about courage, determination, even history is also involved in the creation of these books. And now also written in a narrative that somebody can understand. One thing to note, we have indicated levels, not classes. When we say levels, it's so that we're not limiting it to class.
To a certain class, yes. The
idea here is so that you can understand, you can use this book even as a grown-up to comprehend. If you know what I mean. So that those people can, you know, we can all enjoy reading some stories depending on the level of our understanding. So that person will not see level 2 and
think this is for grade 2.
We are talking about class 2. Now, if I can go to Alchemia, the Alchemist. The Alchemist has sold over 65 million copies. All right? It has been translated over like 83 versions. Translation. That means even Hindi, Farsi, Soksa, and Voila, also in Swahili. So it's available for everybody to read. It's an inspirational book. It's a book that was loved by the 44th President of the United States. That's Barack Obama. Oprah actually screams about it. Will Smith talks about it. Actually, his movie Happiness, In Pursuit of Happiness, was also based on the inspiration from Alchemia. So we thought this book will actually inspire our members, our team, and Swahili lovers in terms of understanding what is in the content.
Well, the journey to the pyramid, you almost feel like we're going to get something
You want to go to Egypt. Of course, also it tells us about the struggles of Santiago and what he had to go through, and the experiences of life, where you think when you get into an obstacle, you want to give up or something of that sort. Santiago had to go through, got robbed several times, and still managed to get his treasure. So these are some of the elements that we provide in some of our productions, not actually some, in all our productions. In all our productions, and continue to do so. As indicated earlier, we work with people, both are local authors, and local authors also have material that we love and also want to create with, and come up with books that will resonate with our people. That is our essence.
All right, that's amazing. That really is well articulated. And so on the actual day of the run, any goodies for the people that we would say, can you join in the run? Because then as a Sacco, we have a new products that we are introducing, or we have the latest product that perhaps could interest you. We have this specific product that we'd want to sell to you. We have this specific arrangement that we think will speak to your need.
Well, one of our foundations is we firmly believe that agriculture is a backbone for the economy at large. And being in this run and walk, in this forum that we're going to have, activity you're going to have on Saturday, because it addresses environmental concerns, even as you raise the living standards of the people in that region. So as part of our customer satisfaction or customer CSR, let me just call it that, in a firm belief of the environment, in a firm belief that these generations that we are going to plant trees with or encourage even our members on issues to do with the environment are touching on food security, not only for now, but for the future. So we're looking at it in a very generational way. So during that day, we'll have our tent and talk about our products. Also, we'll also have gifts for those people who will be coming to our tent in terms of marketing materials, just to encourage them to be financially independent, not only independent, but also something that will help them address the issues of putting a little bit of their money somewhere for a rainy season tomorrow. And even as we encourage them that it is important to conserve the environment, because as we conserve the environment, it helps the future. Not only it addresses the issues of today and the issues of tomorrow. So the entire circle or the entire value chain in terms of addressing issues to do with the environment, issues to do with financial services, issues to do with various partners will be there, will be like a one-stop shop for the people who will attend the Noble exercise on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And just how special will your tent be this time around? I know you have said that there's going to be a lot of, medical activities ongoing. But beyond that, anything specific that you wish to sell at this point?
We will be educating people mostly on preventative medicine.
Yeah.
Mostly, we all know that prevention is better than cure. Yeah, so in Equity Afia, so one thing that we mostly hold more information on is about preventing condition, especially for the non-communicable diseases.
Yes.
Yeah, so this day we're going to educate people on those non-communicable diseases, diabetes, hypertension, and then we're also going to give them packages whereby you'll be able to, based on the age groups, so and the gender. So for the ladies and for the gentlemen, we're going to have a specific discounted package whereby when they come into Equity Afia, Githunguri, Ruiru, Juja, or any that is within that area, they'll be able to get a good package for their wellness. So that is the wellness package. Yeah. So we will also maybe be telling them about the importance of having a pap smear annually, so that or once in 3 years. Yeah. So that is the message that we're going to do more. Then also there will be a dental checkup. So that is also a very good thing, because it is also important that for people to have dental checkups. Yeah, so we'll also give them discounted prices for also optical services. Yes.
All right, that's good. So, of course, we're looking forward to that day. Gentlemen, allow us to take a quick short break. We come back, understand some more the importance of, engaging in such noble causes. But beyond that, just to get to understand where we can get you the branches that you have across, because equally that is very, very important, especially for those that are watching right now and would want to have, to understand you better. I know this is such a short time for us to be able to articulate everything and anything that it is that your entities are doing. So allow us to take a short break, and then we come back with more on the Ruiru Dam Run and Walk.
The home of untold stories. How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga,
and music bands every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga,
and music bands every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
Waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga.
and music band.
Timothy Muita of Moran Publishers is with us this morning, as well as Joseph Ndirito of K Unity, Sacco, and lastly from Equity Afia, we have none other than Budfas Kagumba as we discuss the Ruiru Dam Run and a walk that brings to the fore, it brings together very many entities that are offering different, products and services, in the space of business, and therefore we just bring you to that aspect of getting to understand these three that we have this morning, and also just enlighten you on what to look forward for when you get to join the noble cause that is the run that has been organized by Mheshimiwa Gathoni wa Mushomba. Also TV47 will be there and will be coming with lots and lots of stuff there, including making sure that you're seen on TV. The excitement that is always there when people get to see themselves on TV is one that you cannot wash away. But most importantly, just to rubber stamp the fact that these entities that join in on this noble cause are good enough, because I also do not want to bring on set people I have not done due diligence on, and so I can guarantee you whatever it is that they speak of this morning is something that is worth a listen. And so we speak of the challenges that are in the market space in terms of achieving some of the things that your different entities seek to achieve. But then again, even in the world of business, we continue to soldier on. And there's a representative of Broadways here. Let us not forget. Yes, there's bread here, and this is Morning Cafe. So courtesy of Broadways, we have this bread and more, just to say that they're also joining in on the noble cause. Look at the paper itself. It tells you magic, or it tells you so much more in relation to how it is important for us to preserve the environment. And I think that is the biggest win for Broadway's bread. Every time you get to consume it, you understand that this disposing is very easy. And that tells you that then in the future, they contribute to the fact that we have to make sure that the environment is well catered for. And so back to the conversation of the Sacco and just how best people can get into the space of saving. Tough times, I must admit. Yes. And, talking to a Kenyan about saving today might not make so much sense. We're talking about the Hustler Fund today, and we're asking, is it coming in to destabilize all these other entities that are providing credit to the common mwananchi? But just how do they get to, first of all, embrace the aspect of credit? Because most of the people also will tell you that mimi naogopa kukopa. Some will tell you that the only way you advance in life is if you kopa. So just how do you get to speak to the clients that join in, so that they can understand the ultimate importance of joining a Sacco before, saying that I'm going to be giving like a certain amount of money, getting that going straight to the Sacco, to save. There are other advantages that come with joining a Sacco. What are the most general ones that you can speak to this morning? Okay,
I'll point out the Saccos, or our Sacco. I'm going to speak on behalf of our Sacco. Yeah. For anyone to join our Sacco, one of the things we encourage first is the aspect of building a culture of saving. And we provide a lot of financial literacy, especially for new members, in terms of advisory, and also encourage them to build the culture of saving, because it's in the culture of saving that someone is able now to see, truly I can be able to keep a certain kind of money, and this money can assist me tomorrow to get up to a multiplication of 5 times of what I've saved. That encourages a lot of people to actually put in their money. One of the other benefits people get, they don't only save their money with us, we also give them returns on what they're saving. So that now assists or enables a member or a customer to be very happy that they're not only putting their money there, but their money is also working for them even before they borrow. By the time they are borrowing, after walking the customer journey with us, and they're able to get a facility up to 5 or 4 times of what they have saved at 1% on reducing balance every month. So one of the things is that the interest is very affordable. And then our loans are also very accessible and innovative in a way that they meet the specific need of any economically active Kenyan. I'll say Kenyan because you're looking at the entire country in terms of addressing their financial needs. So Sacco's building the aspect of building that, saving, getting returns in terms of the interests of what you have saved. And another component that our Sacco has is that once you join in, you also entitled to buy shares. And once you buy shares, you become a shareholder. So you're part of the owners of this organization. So every money that you're making, you want to contribute more as an owner and a customer. And being an owner, these same shares that you're buying is also earning you a dividend every year. So you're getting two things: dividend of up to 11% of the shares, you as a shareholder, as an owner of that Sacco, and you're also getting interest of the savings that you're putting in terms of interest. So when you look at those two tangible benefits, these are not things you get in every other financial institution. And we invest a lot in member education to ensure that our members get to know we really want them to be financially independent. We are doing it for them, to see them transformed, to see their lives change, and make their lives better generally. So those are very fundamental benefits that people can get from us, amongst many other products touching on societies, schools, institutions, both government and private, business people, the youth, women, and we're also embracing a lot of climate change aspects in partnering with partners that enable our members also to invest in renewable energy sources like biogas, solar panels, those kind of things. And we negotiate with them, and our customers are able to get at negotiated prices. And this also now helps the customer in an all-rounded way in all aspects of life. Yeah.
I don't know whether, like me, you are worried about, our reading culture. They say if you want to hide something from an African, or at least they said then, nowadays it's a whole different thing. Hide it in a book, I think it's a whole different thing today. And just when we thought we were inculcating the reading culture, then came technology. And before you know it, maybe it's not embraced to the level that we would have loved for it to be. What will it take for us to build this, for us to maintain this, and just gel in and balance also the coming in of technology with the same?
Well, we usually say that's a very unfortunate statement, especially for us publishers, knowing that what we are working on is books with the intent that the books we produce are supposed to be read. Nonetheless, as Moran Publishers, we have sought ways, we have talked to people in the know, we have discussed with consultants, we have made our research, and some of the things that we notice happen today is because this culture was not built up from the young age. And what we do as Moran Publishers is to consider those young people as people who we can change. We cannot change the ones who are already grown. That has already happened. Maybe we would only read newspapers and stuff. Nonetheless, we can begin from somewhere. So we have products that we create that helps learners from a young age, from pre-primary school, to start engaging with reading, and make it fun. We have created products that entice them to that particular title or book, so that when it begins young, of course you can lead it forward all the way to when they grow up, and of course they can also put it back to the society. We, as Moran Publishers, who have most of this variety during the Ruiru Dam Run walk, and we will show the parents why it is important to teach this to improve this culture, especially of reading. We've also gotten to a situation where we believe in our teachers, which is a good thing. However, as parents, we also need to get involved in our students' learning. Usually we've had scenarios where students or parents say, after I pay school fees, that's it, that my work is done. We want to change that, and we wish even when they show up for the run on Saturday, we can be able to inculcate a different perspective, so that parents can understand it's important for us to read, it's important for us to be educated, it's important for us not only to be course work noted, but also to grow broadly in other aspects of life.
And how are you embracing technology in this? Because today I can read my piece, online, and therefore, as maybe Moran Publishers, it would be very important for you to adjust to that. Any form of notable adjustments that have been made?
Yes, very major items have happened. Most of our titles are actually in electronic format. It can also be read on EPUB or any other format. Most crucial is that we also developed an app. It's called Bongo Shop. Moran Publishers has an app where people can go and interact with the same books that we were talking about. Interact with them there. If we believe that is the platform that we are headed to, and also know that what we have produced is enough material that will grow our students' learning, our comprehension. So Bongo Shop is there, and we are hoping actually to grow it further so that we can bring in more actors, more players. There's some genres that are not well covered, like poems, some plays here and there. Those are not really well covered, especially in Kenya. We hope as an organization and with our app, Bongo Shop, we can be able to bring in this even from external sources, so that we can grow this culture to the best of our ability. So Moran Publishers is in technology. Pretty much.
Well, Bonnie, I know yours is largely a tech direction, but then again, you march into a hospital and you march to the other, and you realize a huge difference in the equipments. Or the equipments in these two facilities. Of course, others are extremely tech savvy, others are a little bit, in the lower bit. So just how well have you embraced the aspect of technology to bring the confidence to, as well guarantee good health care, to guarantee clients that when you march here, like you rightfully put it, all the services will be accorded to you in the shortest time possible, courtesy of technology, and in the best way possible, that even the hardest of course, a diagnosis is conducted, and to satisfaction for that matter, because this aspect of misdiagnosis is what most of the people have been going through, and you find that you end up being worse than how you got into the hospital.
Thank you very much. Yes, so for Equity Afia, so in terms of technology, we make sure that from the first point you start, from the reception point, you're able to, when a patient comes in, you're put in a system such that even if we want to have a follow-up of a patient, the doctor will be able to do that through our system that we do. For example, if you come to Equity Afia, let's say Juja, and then again on the other day you are at Equity Afia Githongori, so the doctor will be able to see this patient was at Equity Afia Juja, and this was the medication that was given, so follow-up will be easier for that. And then in terms of a quality of the doctor that they've hired, so in terms of misdiagnosis, that is not something that is going to happen at Equity Afia. So technology has been embraced. In terms of also the machine that we use for diagnostics, so let's say you do dental x-rays, imaging services, so that is ultrasound machines, so the lab machines, all of them are quality machines. So they are not just machines that you will walk into any local medical center and you find them. So we ensure that in terms of that, they are quality machine that will be able to identify any diagnosis that is required.
All right, that's in order. And I also want to sit abroad and know that I can make my transactions, and know that I can request for a loan without having to come all the way to the Sacco offices and access that loan from wherever it is that I am. And that is only possible, with the help of technology. So just how well have you embraced this?
We have also embraced technology in a very huge way, and as I mentioned, we've developed a mobile app, and this mobile app is able to give our customers access to either withdraw or deposit money, or transfer money from Sacco to bank, or from bank to Sacco. And this has enabled our members to be able to do transactions in a very easy way and flexible way without necessarily visiting our banking halls. We are finalizing on our mobile lending platform that will enable also our members to access loans through the phones. And these have been some of the things that are really enabling us to move ahead. The issue of agency banking also has enabled us to be now more spread than before. And all these platforms are relying on technology. Because if you compare now with the brick and mortar, our version now is now growing more on agency, where we have more agents around the country, and people are able to access our services even if there's no brick and mortar. So those are part of the places, there are things we have done to actually ensure that we're embracing technology in the right way and making it accessible to even those in the diaspora. Yes.
All right, that's in order. And the most important bit here then would be, how do people get a hold of you? Is there a line? How do they go online and are able to, you know, consult and ask questions about Moran Publishers, about K-Unity, about Equity Afia, if or in the event that they miss out on the run?
Fantastic.
Right.
Moran Publishers is situated at Professor Wangari Maathai Road. Immediately we get there are some 2 flags that indicate that Moran Publishers is available. Yeah. You can also get us through our website, which is www.moranpublishers.com. That platform is also a shopping cart. That means even if a parent misses to get us during the walk and the run, they can still get our books through that website, and it will be delivered to their home. We also have sales team members, very able sales team members who are across the country. We do not work with branches. Our branches basically are booksellers.
Okay.
Yeah, but we have sales team members who go around schools, bookshops, and other areas. In fact, even meeting with parents, telling them about our products. And if you find one, and as I said, they are very visible, they will tell you more about our products and the other details that we have. And they will also direct you on where to get that particular book. Our industry works in that way. We make the marketing, but the booksellers are the ones who sell the book to the parents and students.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So how do they get a hold of K-Unity, the branches, if there are any? And,
okay. We have 16 branches. I'll start with the youngest one, which is in Gatondo, in a town called Kamwangi. We also have another branch in Gikomba, situated in Gikomba Market. We also have 2 others, one in Nairekenkare in Narok, and another one in Suswa. We also have a branch in Mai Mahiu town. All of them are in those specific towns. We also have a branch in Limuru town, Kikuyu, Wangige town, Kiambu, Banana, Ruaka, and a town called Gikambura. So all our branch networks are spread within 5 counties that I've mentioned. And you can reach us through this number, 0707 424 774. I mentioned, let me just repeat that number again. You can reach us for more information at 0707 774. Let me just read it. 424 774.
Yes.
Yes.
0707 424
774.
Okay.
They can also reach us through our website at www.k-unity.co.ke, and they'll also get our Facebook page at K-Unity Sacco Official. We also have our Instagram page and our Twitter. Then they can get and access all that through our website.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Asante sana. And lastly, Boniface.
Yes. For Equity Afia, so we have a wide range of branches, so across the country. So most of them are in our website, that is equityafia.co.ke. But the one where mostly you will be able to find me as a dietitian, another specialist that we have is Githongori, which is at next to Equity, next to K-Unity, Githongori. Yeah, so we are actually on the first floor.
So your neighbors?
Yeah, we're neighbors.
We are hosting.
Then we have Ruiru, which is actually the best thing is that now it is 24-hour service.
Nice.
Yeah, so Ruiru is Madigo Road. Madigo Road is opposite Cooperative Bank in Ruiru. And then we have a most recent one that is opened in Kimbo at a road called the Matangi Road. Yes, on the Lake Oil Petrol Station. Then you have Juja. We have Kasarani, we have Mountain Mall.
That's good.
Yeah, and many others.
That's good. Gentlemen,
yeah, so for the numbers, yes, especially for the one that you can get us through mostly, 0765 000006, 0765 000 006. Okay. That is for Ruiru. For Githongori, 0765 00 0099.
All right, there you go, gentlemen. Time is extremely out of our side, and we are grateful that at least someone has grasped what is very, very important. And I think on this very note, you allow me to close it unless there's anything else that you'd want to add.
One final thing.
Yes.
All right, and this is going to be very pertinent.
Okay.
For all the members.
The Atlas, our world Atlas.
Yes,
Yeah?
this is basically because of the people who also be coming for the run. It's very important. This Atlas is for general leadership as much as it has been indicated for CBC grade 4, 5 and 6, which is crucial for them too because of learning social studies.
Yeah.
This is for everyone who also comes to the work because it helps you in knowing your map, knowing your locations, and it's in colorful format so that everybody can understand in an easier language that anybody who gets this atlas will be able to comprehend what is being talked about. It tells you about even the economic activities in all the 47 counties. So even in Githunguri, you know whether there's livestock farming, crop farming, and other materials. That will be indicated. The milk processing plant here at Fresha. All those are indicated in this atlas. I would wish all parents to engage with it. And please come find us at the tent so that we can explain more of what we do.
Gentlemen, perhaps more advanced than all the atlases that we
the ones we did.
The ones we did. So definitely we'll be checking that out. So Asante sana Timothy Mwita. Timothy Mwita is Moran Publishers Representatives Operations Manager, Moran East Africa Publishers Limited. Asante sana. You want to say something?
Just a last comment.
Yes.
To our customers and to our potential customers. We are here to present or provide saving solutions for you, credit solutions, insurance solutions. We also have an insurance agency within us. We also have like 4 or 5 buildings within us, which part of them we are hosting our neighbor here, Afia.
Okay.
That's our building also. And we provide rental
that's good.
services for all our members.
Okay.
So it's a one-stop shop for so many. However, our core business remains as a deposit-taking Sacco.
That's true.
And empowering people financially.
Yeah, of course, you always want to march into a house where you get a variety.
Exactly.
And then it becomes way better. Joseph Nderitu, Head of Business Development, K-Unity Sacco. Asante sana for speaking to us. And lastly, Boniface Kagumba, I hope we can proceed to close the show.
Yeah, so this, our slogan is your caring health partner. So I'd urge everyone to choose Equity Afia for quality, affordable services.
Asante sana, Dietitian and Business Development Executive at Equity Afia. It was good having you, gentlemen. We have to close. Of course, a representative of Broadway is here. We do not forget, and we say Asante. All these gentlemen alongside Broadways, you will get them when you get to join the run, as well as TV47. And on this very moment, remember the Hustler Fund is being launched today, and therefore it's important that you get to understand what it is all about and whether you would be a beneficiary and how to go about it to enjoy this. We have our reporter, our senior political affairs reporter, that is Apollo, who's on standby at the Green Park, that is Railways, to give us updates as to that. Apollo, if you can hear me, Apollo Kamau, if you can hear me, kindly keep us up to tabs as I tell the people kwaheri, and I look forward to see you again tomorrow. My name is Linda Alela. I leave you with Apollo.
Good morning from the proposed railway park, not just for this administration, but also for the millions of hustlers who are looking up to the Hustler Fund to be able to access this 50 billion shillings kitty. This is a highlight moment given this was a pledge of the Kenya Kwanza administration, which they pledged during the campaigns to release these funds. And falling back not just in the campaigns, but also what happened during that cabinet sitting yesterday. There was that dispatch by the cabinet which said this Hustler Fund is aimed at ending predatory lending, which has seen millions of Kenyans suffer because of being blacklisted, because of not being able to access funds, and therefore this is the right opportunity for them to access this fund. This fund is accessible to those over 18 years and anyone who has an identity card. It will be accessible at a rate of 8%. daily, if you calculate that amount, it comes to 0.02%. And therefore, starting today, millions of hustlers will be able to access this. But before we go to the other details about this fund, let's just paint a picture of what's happening here, because there are a lot of hustlers, a lot of business people who are here just to showcase their goods, their products. And it's not just about selling. Like in this stand I'm taking you here, which has motorbikes. We know border borders, some of the people who are being targeted to access this 50 billion kitty. And if my cameraman Shadrach here can just tilt the camera, we see what is on display here. We are seeing motorbikes. Remember, hustlers or border riders are being targeted. And let's speak to the gentleman here who kindly tell us whether you are selling, is it a showcase, or are you here also to see whether you can access